Yo, people, what's going on? Back again, Red Talk settings, flawless. What you telling me, fam?
Yes, family, man's all bless you, all good and everything, yeah?
Yeah, G, man's good, man's good. Big up everyone in the chat. Make sure you smash a like on the way in. Man, just catching
Facts.
up with all your comments. What you saying, bruv? After man, I ain't seen you since that Everton debacle, blood. You know them. That's the bookiest 3-0 I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like I've not seen a worse 3-0 win than that in my life, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
But
Like, man.
go on.
Bruv, it was shit, bruv. Like, it was
Go on.
shit, bruv.
But you know what it is,
I'll be
man?
real, yeah?
Yeah,
It's
go on,
like
go
I
on.
said,
Love
you
you,
see
Seth.
in John Wick when man are running through bullets and don't get hit, blood. That's what it felt like against Everton. Man are just running in a straight line. You know, you watch them action films and you're thinking, how's my man not
How
dead,
my man
bruv?
have been shot? Yeah. I
Bro,
get you.
semi-automatics, man are spraying, man's just running through the thing, you get me? Know what I mean? Ran out of bullets, I'm hitting man with the gun and man is shooting me and I'm not getting hit, bro. That's what it was like against Everton, bro. We were under siege, bro, and somehow man come out without a bullet wound, bro.
Yeah, that's what it was, but it goes to show. One, that's where we are as a team. You know what I'm saying? I've given up on us performing well to get results and get wins. That's out the window. We've not performed well all season, so I don't even look to that. And that's just the unfortunate circumstances we are in. Get results. And that's what we did. The reason why we managed to get results, Garnacho scores a wonder goal. You know what I'm saying? Out of the blue, scores a wonder goal. We go 1-0 up, and Everton showed why they're Everton. And I like Everton as a side, but their lack of quality. Because if roles were flipped and we lose the game 3-0 and we miss our chances and they take their chances, we'd be sat here talking about, well, we should have took our chances and criticized the team. So that's the difference between the two sides. Garnacho scored a wonder goal, won a penalty, and then the good team move for the Martial finish. Nice pass from Bruno, great finish from Martial. We win the game. But I've given it performances. I already know what it's going to be. Props to Onana as well, because he received a lot of over-the-top criticism, in my opinion, towards the start of it because of his mistakes. The criticism was warranted, but the over-the-top part was sell him, not good enough, rare to no improvement under here. And it's like, it's been 5 games. It's been 10 games. It's been 2 months. Like, you need to give him a longer stretch of time. And now we're seeing him perform to a good standard, I should say. He still needs to improve, but so far, so good. So, yeah, man, like, that's what it is with Manchester United. I know it wasn't going to be a good performance. Get the win. Get the win. That's legit where we're at. Forget this good performance thing. We are not that team. We are not a cohesive unit. We've seen that all season long.
No, 100%,
That's what it is.
bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. Everyone's talking about everyone's talking about the presser. I have not seen it. I've seen some of these quotes come out. I just see one from Simon, my guy Simon, bro. Simon Peach. So he's always there anyway. So that basically this thing here from Bruno. Someone said that the manager had to correct Bruno twice in the presser. Like, so let me
something
know
about penalties. I heard he said something about penalties.
What
That's
happened?
what I know about saying in regards to penalties. They want in full context. Penalties are 50-50. And they're like, whatever that means. I don't be paying
Who
attention.
said penalties
to
are 50-50?
That's what Bruno said. That's what someone told me in my chat. That's whatever that means.
Penalties are not 50-50, bruv. If they were 50-50, yeah, then they wouldn't be an advantage, blood. 50-50 is not an advantage. 50-50 is a flip of a coin, blood. Like,
Bruno,
penalties are not 50-50, bruv.
Get a full quote, people. This is the definition of irony, though. This is so ironic.
But what, is he trying to talk up penalties because he scores them?
Oh, no, I won't talk about the penalties. I'm talking about this comment on the screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said, Garnacho wants to be something special in the world of football, and I think he has the capability to do that, but he has to do more than that goal. I think that this sentence perfectly sums up Bruno Fernandes and his lack of self-awareness.
He really does.
I think it does, you know why? Because he's the same Brer that said, yeah, if I didn't score the penalty against Tottenham, you'd have lost 6-0, bro.
6-0, yeah. That is crazy. But it's the right message, just the wrong messenger. That's the biggest problem with this. And it does show his lack of self-awareness, but that shows how he plays on the pitch. It also shows the irrational confidence that he has. Like, be aware. It's like you're smoking too much weed and then Snoop Dogg tells you to stop smoking weed.
It's
like right message.
That's what I'm saying. He goes, you know what, man, this weed ain't good for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got your whole life ahead of you, and that. It's like, bro, you're 80 and you're still smoking.
It's like, you're Snoop. You are the poster child, the poster boy for weed smoking. It's like, even though he's right, that's just legit what it is. Like, this just sums up Bruno in a nutshell. I actually agree. Garnacho needs to add to his game, of course. What 18-year-old doesn't? However, you're not the guy to say that. And if you really care about him, tell him that privately.
Yeah.
Why would you tell him publicly? Like, if you're truly a teammate and you want him to do better, why say that about him publicly? Not that Garnacho will get affected by it, but yo, come to me privately and tell me if you want me to improve. You don't have to say it publicly.
No, but you know what it is? You know what Bruno does that for? Bruno does that, because he's very insecure, innit? Like, even what he said about the penalty is insecurity. Why are you going to say that? You've lost 6-1, and you're saying, well, if I didn't score, people only say I only score penalties. Bro, don't listen to the people. Facts. Do you know what I mean? Bro, do you know the amount of man that talk rubbish on my name on a daily basis, bro? Like, imagine if I was addressing it every day, blood. I wouldn't get through a show.
Yeah, you wouldn't get through a show because people all the time talking.
People always talking rubbish, you know, like that, bro. When you feel the need to come out and defend yourself all the time, it tells you, that you're not secure with who you are. Do you know what I'm saying? And Bruno's not secure with who he is as a person because he knows he's stealing a living at Manchester United. He knows that deep down in his soul. He knows that he's not supposed to be the captain. So he tries to do captain things by giving Rashford the ball, because then it's like, oh, look, I'm such a good leader. Look at me. And then I'm going to say, oh, Garnacho, I expect more of you because I'm such a good leader. I'm like a big brother. Tough love, bro. When's the last time you played well? When's the last time you've played well for Manchester United? Like, how many years ago was it? Because that's the territory that we're in right now. If we're saying to Garnacho that, you need to do more than a goal. So hold on, take away your stats. When's the last time you've played well?
And again, that ties into what we're saying about lack of self-awareness, irrational confidence, and just accountability. But this all shows on the pitch. This is just further evidence and proof of what we already think of him. That's why I don't be like, is he not got no mirrors in his house? Like, it's crazy of you saying that. Now, the thing is, I think he speaks with thinking. I think he's like, I'm going to say this. I think it's just, again, a rational confidence, like bringing up stats saying, oh, we would have lost 6-0. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't score that, but we just lost 6-1. How come the conversation is not about that? If you're the captain or you're a senior player or any player and you lose 6-1 at home, surely that should be the topic of conversation. Forget who scored the goal. Sure. What have we got to do to rectify this? Who made mistakes? What did I do wrong? Because clearly you did something.
What did Ten Hag say? When he said penalties are 50-50, what did Ten Hag actually say, though?
Yeah, I would love to know that. I'd love to know what he said.
But that's what I'm saying.
Someone put the quotes in the comments, please. I bet.
Nah, because I need to know. Because, bro, they're not 50-50.
No.
Do you know what I'm saying? They're not 50-50. And this is my problem with Bruno Fernandes. I don't understand why it's taken Manchester United fans so long to see through this guy. You know what I'm saying? And I think my biggest, I don't even think it's a flaw, but my biggest flaw, as a human being is I judge everyone by the exact same standard, I don't care, bruv. Because for me, either you're a Man United player or you're not, innit? There's no room for sentiment. There's no room for it. In my head, a Man United player, has to be a certain level. They have to be. Like, there's no like, oh, you know what? No. You have to be a certain level. Either you're a Man United player or you're not a Man United player.
Do you have a difference, though, in regards to first 11 players and squad players? Or is it just the standard? Or do your squad players
No. Because remember, back in the day, we had Berber coming off the bench. And
that's
you know what I'm saying? So, come on, like, why are we doing this? Like, do you know what I mean?
I'm asking just for clarity.
That's Man United players, have to have something about them, They have to have something about them. And Man United substitutes have to be able to pretty much go and play in most teams in the league, bro. We saw it. Like, Phil Neville was Man United utility man, bro, and he went and he captained Everton, bro.
Yeah, that's
captain. Fair. Darren Fletcher went and captained like West Brom and all these other guys, bro. Some of these men in this Man United squad, if they go to another team in the league, they're not playing, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have to be real. They're not even playing. Like, do you know what I'm saying? They're not playing. They're going to sit on the bench somewhere else and getting less minutes than they're getting for us. A lot of these guys.
Yeah.
They're not Man United players, bro. Like, this is what it is, bro. You would think, Bruno's Man United captain. If you're Man United captain, tell me what team, in England that Roy Keane wasn't walking into the starting lineup.
That's a fact. He was the guy. Yeah. But that goes to show how far the standards have dropped and why we are where we are. Because people use the Bruno Fernandes, they use him as an example and say, oh, where would we be without him? He's one of our better players. And then I turn around and say, that there lies in the problem. That he is one of our better. The fact that he is one of our best attacking players and he's the guy we are relying on is why we've been terrible for so long. It's not solely on him, but you take a lot of the criticism because you are the main source of creativity. The fact that we failed to score goals this season and create chances last season as well falls on him because you are supposed to be our main creator. That's why when people say, oh, there's a problem with the forward line this season, the forward line has been a problem since Ten Hag got here.
Exactly. Last season, we hardly scored goals. It's just that Rashford scored way more goals than he usually scores.
He had the season of his life, and now you take Rashford's goals and assists away, which we've seen right now, and you see where we're at. We're just above, obviously, the 3 goals against Everton. We're just above a goal a game.
There you go.
We're on course to score less goals this season than we did last season in the Premier League because we got 58. But I think we're reaching 58 this season, probably not.
But there you go.
This tells you what you need to know.
But there you go, bro. And that's what I mean. And this is why I said, last season, didn't show you where we really were because we overachieved in a sense where we got top 4 and we got Europe and the trophy. Do you know what I mean? So because we got those things, we didn't actually look into the season in real depth. But when you actually look into the season real depth, dead goal difference. Do you know what I'm saying? The goal difference was crazy. Like I swear our goal difference was like near enough minus towards the end of the season.
Let me have a look. I'm literally going to check it. I literally checked this earlier because
goal
we got
difference.
75 points.
Goal difference was crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? Goals scored weren't good. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Liverpool nearly scored 20 more goals than us last season.
Yeah, we got 58. Our goal difference was plus 15.
Plus 15.
Bear in mind, Newcastle behind us was 35. But Liverpool in 5th was 28. Even Brighton in 6th was 19.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. 19, bro. Bruv, like, bro, 19. We was in minus for time, bro. Man were laughing at us with the minus goal difference thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we were a laughing stock for large parts of the season.
I think it shows as well in regards to us last season. I knew what it was because our better players were performing to an exceptional level. So therefore, that can help carry the rest. And they would. That's why we were so defensively solid. Take away the couple batterings from a defensive standpoint, resilient, bouncing back. Because Martinez was incredible. Varane was on top form. And so was Casemiro. In particular, Varane and Casemiro, at their best, they are 2 of the best players in the league. So you are going to see the difference. And then you couple that in with Martinez. You couple that in with the Eriksen. You couple that in with Rashford having the form of his life. You have the season you have. Because then everyone else can just be a functioning unit. You have the manager also as well doing much better than what he's doing now, which I don't know why he switched away from what he did last season, but that's a whole different conversation. So that's how I'm looking at it in regards to it. But when you take away Martinez, Varane, Rashford, Eriksen, Casemiro, you see what we're left with. None of those players are performing to the level they performed last season. And there's no one else to bring the level up.
Look arguably, the system was meant to do that. The manager signings was meant to do that. That was meant to kick us on.
True. And that's where he messed up. 1, going away from the system that worked for him last season. 2, the signings.
Exactly.
Actually don't mind. Minus the Mount signing. Actually don't mind his signings too bad. It's just he's not utilizing, to me, my biggest criticism of him is not utilizing what he has to its best of his ability. I'm not saying go and win a Premier League and Champions League.
Yeah, but utilizing what you have to the best of your ability is literally management.
Yeah, facts. It's in the title.
1 second, I need to restart my camera.
No stress, fam. It's all good, man. You can still hear me, right? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Calm, no worries. Yeah,
it froze in the Ghana one as well. I don't know why it's freezing, man.
Nah, it's all good. I thought it was my end because my was messing up the past couple of days, my Wi-Fi, but we're here. There you go. You back.
But yeah. Doing the best that you can with what you have is literally how you manage. That's literally how you manage.
That's the thing is, and I watched him do this last season.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it even more confusing when I look at this season when I go, there's no new problems.
Yeah.
Manchester United have 0 new problems that Ten Hag didn't have to face last season apart from being under more pressure. Because now you've set a certain standard and a bar because you won a trophy, 2nd best home record, 3rd, reaching the FA Cup final. Okay, now you've been added more talent and more of your players. Go replicate that. And we're just falling way short. Yes, we are the informed team, but man, take results out of it. We all know the performances are not sustainable. That's my biggest issue with him. Is us just not being an organized, functional unit. Because the Premier League, in terms of quality, is awful. Let's get that straight.
But that's what I mean. Like, there's certain games that, bro, like, we should just be winning anyway. You know, like that. That's why when people are like, oh, Rants, what manager do we get in? Bro, these players could win games against 3/4 of this league without a manager.
Agreed. Like, they could because it's not good. And we watched
bro, the man don't need a manager, bruv. Like, what man need a manager? Bruv, come on, man. Like, what's the manager doing anyway? If anything, he's just making things more complicated than they need to be. Like Lindelof at left back and stuff like that. Like, man are making things way more complicated than they need to be, bro. Do you know what I mean? So when man are saying, who would you bring in? Who does it? It doesn't matter. Players win games, blood. Players win games when you put them in the right positions and play them the right way. That's just how it is, bro. That's your job as a manager. Get the best out of what you have. He hasn't done that at any point, really. Last season, we got away with it. This season, we haven't gotten away with it.
Last season, I think he did because he had certain fans. Like, remember when we was in, I think it was late February, early January, around the Palace Arsenal game, where we wasn't too far off the top. Some fans were talking about a title charge. And I said, this team is not good enough. So the manager had a portion of the fan base believing that, and we was in good form, we was getting results, and we was off the top of the league. Of course, we ended up drawing against Palace, we ended up losing to Arsenal, and then that was that. But people were believing because he had improved players who I thought were dead and gone. Like Aaron Wan-Bissaka, for example. The man had man inverting. I was like, what? Never seen it again.
But again, remember, Ty had a big argument with me saying, "Oh yeah, Wan-Bissaka's improved." I was like, he hasn't improved, blood. He's just doing a different role that suits his skill set more. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you get Aaron Wan-Bissaka not overlapping and crossing because he can't cross, you're gonna get more out of him. Like, that doesn't mean that he's better. It just means that he's playing.
But that's the manager managing him better. And
I don't think so. I don't think the manager's managing better. I just think that it just so happens that the system that the manager wanted to play suited his skill set more than the system that he was in before. That's all it is. That's not improving a player. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't improved. He's still the same limited player. It's just that his deficiencies aren't showing as much. But that doesn't mean, that he's the answer still. He still should have been sold.
He's definitely not the answer. But what the point I'm making is that ties into what we were just talking about managing and getting the most out of what you have.
But if it's one player, it's a coincidence, Flawless.
No, it is, but he did that with pretty much everybody last season. Last season, I'm talking about, not
this
season.
I wouldn't say everyone improved, though. I don't think so.
I think we got better. Minus the attackers, definitely from a defensive standpoint, and the midfielders, definitely, I would say. Yes.
I don't think we improved. I think we did what we were supposed to do with the players that we had.
Nah, because I was never saying the reason why I can't say that is because I never expected us to finish third last season. I did not say
but bro, remember, at the start of the season, we never had all the players in. Once we got all the players in, when you've got Casemiro and Varane and Lissandro and that, bro, like, you're supposed to finish in the top four. You're supposed to, bro.
Casemiro, I hear 100%.
Bro, the only reason why we never gave the manager that pressure is because it was his first season.
Yeah, but that ties into it as well. With Martinez, he was an unknown quantity to me. So I didn't know about Martinez and Malacia, etc. Eriksen, I was over the moon about. But even when I looked at everybody else, I was like, I will take top 6 now. So that's why I won't say that in regards to, I liked what he did. He made us defensively, not just him, but he made us defensively resilient. The team did the business last season. We were supposed to kick on. That's why I'm still annoyed now about the way we look. Because we were supposed to kick on from here. And if we were a competent unit, we'd probably be top of the league. And that's not me saying people...
No, you're spot on. You're spot on. Like, even this comment, the system last season has no future, though it needed changing. This is where I call bullshit, because the managers openly come out saying, I wasn't brought in to play the Ajax way. That's what he said. So, he said that he's just here to win games. That's basically what he said. So if you're just here to win games, then play the formation that you know everyone's comfortable in. Why are you changing it? You should have changed it last season. But again, you should have done what Ange did. Come into the club, change the system, decide which players you want to play. Like, for instance, he was like, listen, Eric Dyer can't play the high line. So listen, unless everyone else is injured, he's not playing. He made that decision. He brought in players, and all the players that he brought in, came into the team and they've contributed in a positive way. Ten Hag didn't do that. Last season, he pretty much tried what he's doing this season for 2 games. It didn't work. He threw that out.
And
do you know what I mean?
And it worked.
Went to something that worked. Finished third, won a trophy, and then decided to go back to it again, and it's not working.
But didn't change it back after the 2 games. This is the point I'm making. So to Baller, who says the system last season has no future.
And he's bought more players.
Why? Yeah, why does it have no future? That's my point. Why does the system have no future? I don't think there's a system in football that has no future. It's either successful or it's not. Word to Michael Owen. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen, 4-2-3-1, is not an outdated system, bro. No. Do you know what I'm saying? Because your style of play and the system is not the same thing. You could play an attacking 3 at the back. 3 at the back is not... Free at the back is not inherently a defensive formation.
Facts. Same way, for example, a 4-4-2 is not. People associate that with being offensive, but it's not. Because when Tony Pulis was playing 4-4-2 at Stoke, we didn't call him attacking, and he was playing 2 out-and-out wingers and 2 strikers. There was no 10 dropping in. It was 2 number 9s and it was 2 strikers. I mean, and 2 wingers. Sorry,
but that's what I'm saying.
Never said, "Yo, Tony Pulis, great football, offensive."
But that's what I'm saying. You say, "Oh, 4-4-2 is attacking." Since when, bro? 4-4-2, is literally one of the best. It's one of the best defensive formations because you got 2 banks of 4. Mm-hmm. You know that, and you can have one of the strikers drop in to make it a 4-5-1 off the ball. So 4-4-2 is not inherently attacking, bro. There's no formation that's inherently attacking and inherently defensive. It depends on the style of play that accompanies that. Do you know what I'm saying? You can play attacking 4-4-2s, you can play attacking 3-5-2s, you can play attacking 3-4-3s, or you can play defensive ones.
Yeah, any system can be offensive or defensive depending on personnel. Like a 4-4-2, if you have 2 defensive central midfielders and 2 wingers who don't really go forward, that's it. You have 4 defensive players. You got 8 defensive players on the pitch, technically, because it's your back 4 and your midfield 4 from a technical standpoint. And like you mentioned, you can have a striker drop in as well, which then which then makes it a 5 in midfield. So the thing is, when people talk about styles and formations, last season it worked. Why could it not work again? But it doesn't have to remain the same. You then develop on that and then become slightly more offensive with it and get better personnel in there. Because there was times last season, very few times, where we actually played good football. We actually played good. I always reference the Arsenal game at home. One of the moves we put together was just like, all right, there's something working here, but he's reverted to I don't know what. I don't care what style it is. Pick one. That's my problem. Pick a style and pick players for that style and get players familiar with what you're trying to do. We don't know what we're trying to do. We know how Everton are going to set up. I know beforehand. I know exactly what Everton are going to do, how they're going to set up personnel, etc., etc. With us, it's just who plays.
100%.
Like Maino plays completely different to a McTominay playing in that role.
Fact.
Then to an Amrabat. That should not be the case. Your 6, 8, whatever you want to call him, should do the same thing. Your fullbacks and centre-backs should do the same thing.
So it shows a lack of cohesion and it shows a lack of coaching. Like, bro, like I always said this is worse than Ollie Ball. Because at least with Ollie Ball, like the players at least had a bit of freedom and they had a bit of understanding with the manager, and you could tell that the manager hadn't lost the dressing room, bro. This manager's openly falling out with players. And it's like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, in all honesty, apart from Lissandro, and Casemiro, I'm happy to get rid of all of the manager signings, all of them.
You cutting ties already with Højlund?
No, but I'm saying I'm happy to get rid of all of them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying I don't want Højlund. I'm saying,
if he left, you'd be like, all right.
Out of all the money that the managers spent,
they're the only
they're the only 2, that there's not a question mark over. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the only one. Obviously, Højlund is a very small sample size, and the no Premier League goals isn't necessarily his fault. But what I'm saying is, there's better ways that I could spend £70 million.
Yeah. No, that I get. And that's where I'm at, because I've already said get rid of everybody, from players, managers, coaching staff, etc. Everyone in all departments. I fully hear that, recruitment, medical stuff. So, can you get? Well, it ties into also when I look at the team and go, you can get more out of these players as well. Over the moon about Zidane to answer that question. Do I believe it's true? Let me just clarify this. Do I believe Ancelotti was coming to Old Trafford? No. But will I douse him, reach and want to? Yes. You know what I'm saying? I hope it is true. because that is Carlo Ancelotti, a man I watched win the Champions League in a rebuild. Yes. Yeah. And he also went Everton. So that means he's willing to try new things. He's clearly
I think Carlo Ancelotti would come for multiple reasons. It's whether we're in for him or not. Do you know what I mean? We've been linked with Paolo Maldini, innit, multiple times as the director of football. And if Paolo Maldini comes, Carlo Ancelotti makes sense. Because that's a player that knows the manager very well.
Because he managed him, didn't he, when he was at AC them times?
He knows the manager very, very well.
That's a great
Do you know what I'm saying? Very, very well. We obviously have players in Varane and Casemiro that have played under the manager as well, that he knows.
Well.
Do you know what I'm saying? And he's the only real elite manager out there that's Man United level. He's the only one. He's the only one, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And also, like they said, the chief executive as well, that's coming in, was his chief executive at PSG. So, with all of those links, it makes sense that he's been identified. I think that he has been identified. Whether we're getting him is a different ballgame. However, it makes a lot of sense. Do you know what I'm saying?
I forgot about the Paolo Maldini thing. I didn't know he was at PSG with Jean-Claude Blanc as well. I am all for this. Get him in yesterday.
Bro, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying, that if Jean-Claude Blanc is as serious, a guy as his CV suggests, that's one of the numbers in his mobile phone that he's calling, isn't it?
Of course.
It's one of the numbers that he's calling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that's positive, because post-Ferguson, we ain't really been linked with a manager that's serious like this, bro. Carlo is still got a lot to offer in football. So, if it was one of them ones where we get the opportunity to have Carlo Ancelotti, absolutely amazing. Like, man can say Carlo's outdated, but Real Madrid won the Champions League the other day, bro. What are you talking
2 years ago. When did Carlo, like, because someone tried to say that to me in the chat, in my chat, I didn't get a response. When did Carlo Ancelotti become outdated? Forget looking at his age and how long he's been around.
Bro, these men are saying Jude Bellingham, is the best player in the world now because he plays for Carlo Ancelotti, and Carlo's giving him a free role and he's playing as a false nine. And Real Madrid are top of the league, but Carlo Ancelotti's outdated.
How? Stop looking at age. This is not an older player coming to play for Manchester United. This is not Ronaldo at 37, 38 coming to join Manchester United. This is Don Carlo. What are we talking about? Great man manager. Bring him in. Worst case scenario is Jean-Claude Blanc, Paolo Maldini get their roles. We bring in Don Carlo and it doesn't work. Guess what? We go to the next manager. You can't pass up that opportunity of getting a manager of that caliber. It's like with certain players. When certain players become available, if you can get them to your club, you get them. If Mbappe or Neymar became available, like we had this conversation in the summer, you bring them in because of the caliber they're at. They are needle movers. Don Carlo is a needle mover. What are we talking about?
Yeah. But this is exactly what I'm saying. Carlo Ancelotti is him, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's the only manager. He's the only manager on planet Earth, that if we get in, we're looking at Man United like they're serious. Do you know what I mean? Not, all right, cool, we could do it, bruv. He is the biggest statement that you could make. There's no bigger statement out there because Jose's washed and Pep and Klopp are settled. There's no bigger statement in world football than going and getting Carlo Ancelotti. I'm not saying that we're going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Because that would be too good to be true, bro. I've supported United for long enough to know not to expect Carlo. Do you know what I'm saying? We might end up with Carlos Queiroz or something, bro, or something like that, bro. We ain't getting Carlo. You know what I'm saying? But if we did get Carlo Ancelotti, it would be a step in the right direction. It's
a huge step in the right direction. Just to clarify, people, Ancelotti been winning major trophies longer than some people in the chat have been alive. Just
hold on, bro. Didn't his Everton team qualify for Europe? How could a man say that he failed at Everton?
No, we didn't get to see the end of the Everton.
No, someone in the chat, bro. I'm sure he's a troll, bro. Like he said two things in a row that they're scrambling my brain, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And the trigger finger's itching, bro. The block button is pending, fam. I swear down. Nah, bro, I don't know.
One season he finished 10th, and I don't remember the other season because remember Real Madrid came and snapped. Oh wait, but let's say for argument's sake, even though I disagree that he failed at Everton because we didn't get to see him finish that project, he left Everton and won the Champions League in a rebuild.
Yeah.
what kind of finished manager? So if you're finished and you fail at Everton and then you go to Madrid and win the Champions League and win the Champions League and La Liga, all right, so what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Give me that. If you're finished, bring that to if Champions League is winning is finished, bring that to Manchester United, I beg. Please.
Yeah.
I beg.
No, but this is what it is. This is what it is, bro. Like, I'll be real. Like, he's a serious guy. He's a serious guy. If Ineos do come in, they bring in the new chief exec and say they do get Paolo Maldini and Carlo Ancelotti, we are the big guns again. Yeah, that's what we are, because that's boss moves, isn't it? That's the moves we should be making. Is it the moves we're gonna make? Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, because I'm just reading here. Yeah, he got the Everton job. He was there he got it in December 2019, and then June 2021 he left. So he only had what, one full season.
Yeah,
he only had one. So it's like we didn't get to see. I was really interested. Like, all right, let's see how you actually do at Everton once this is finished. But we should have got him. I said that. At that time,
but this is what I mean. It doesn't make sense to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. Listen, yeah, that would be an absolute worldie of a signing. Like, that's the kind of signings we should be going for. The reasons why I never even suggested it is because in my mind, I don't see how Carlo Ancelotti decides to leave Real Madrid for Manchester United. But you know what? He could get an offer that he can't refuse, a new challenge to be the face of the Manchester United revival, and he might just say, you know what, like, this tickles my fancy as a manager that's won everything there is to win in football. Like, let me try this.
He's willing to do projects because he went to Everton. That's why when people say, oh, he definitely won't come to Manchester United, highly unlikely. I don't think we will get him. However, he's willing to try new things because he went to Everton. He did not have to go to Everton if he didn't want to be. I've used this analogy before. I'll use it again. It's like you lot have all played GTA, vast majority of you lot watching. It's like when you clock the game and you're just running around doing side missions after. That's what Ancelotti was on at Everton. When you're just running around, stopping at red lights, doing side missions, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, legit, that's what Ancelotti was on when he was at Everton. He's solidified. He's in the Hall of Fame. He sits at one of them chairs.
Bro, listen, he's on the Mount Rushmore, bro.
Yeah. He's solidified. Anything, even if he comes to Manchester United and fails, it's like, that don't take away from what you've done. Like I said before, he's been managing at the top level longer than some people watching this right now have been alive. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? This guy was in Champions League, winning Champions Leagues in 05.
But that's what I'm saying.
Or 03, whenever it was.
With the cigar,
early 2000s.
Early 2000s, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Isn't he going Brazil? Bro, the Brazil links, have been out there for ages, but nothing's been confirmed. Do you know what I'm saying? So man is saying, isn't he going to Brazil? Listen, Man United got money to make all them things go away, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, international football is one of them ones where that will always be there. That will always be there for him, bro. If the Man United project is offered to him, and he wants to take it, bro, he'll push that Brazil thing back. With all due respect, Brazil are not what they were, like,
I was gonna say that
in 2002, bro, 20 years ago. This current Brazil team is so dead. If you get an opportunity to be a part of the United revival, why would you not take that?
Facts. Shout out to my guy Surf who said this. He might have seen that Brazil-Argentina game and said, nah.
That was horrendous, bro.
He might have said nah in regards to Emerson Royale, Martinelli, Jesus. What, like?
100%. Do you know what I'm saying?
You look at the team.
Bruv, this thing here is brazy. Stay away from my midfielder, Southgate. You know what I mean? Bro, look, listen.
If you're watching, play for Ghana.
Bro, listen. He's exactly, you do play for Ghana, but wait till after the AFCON because we need you, fam. You know, like that. But it's one of them ones where, bro, listen, I'll be real, like, if he goes and plays for England, bro, like, they're not going to use him properly anyway. It doesn't make no sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, Southgate ain't going to use him properly. So there's no point going to play for England.
It's so obvious what midfield they should play. Maino, Rice, Bellingham. That's what it should be. But we know what Southgate's like. He gonna play.
It's probably the most balanced one. Yeah, it's the most balanced one. But remember, you got scrubs like Mason Mount. Once he gets a run of games for England, he's going to be back in the conversation. The Conor Gallaghers and you know what I mean.
Calvin Phillips.
Exactly, all the lads who's face fit, bro. If you're Kobe Mino, you stay away from all that, bro. Yeah. I'll be real, like,
pledge your allegiance to Ghana. That's what I would say.
Yeah, do your thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Has he played under? Does the chat know? Has he played under 21s for either? like England or Ghana? Has he played? Like, let me know, or under 18s or whatever the case may be.
He probably done it England under 18s or something.
He's done it England under 18s?
Probably. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But I'd stay away from the England team if I was him, bro. Southgate ain't gonna do nothing for him. Do you know what I'm saying?
I seen this yesterday.
Hey, broski, listen, this is another reason why I'm Ten Hag out, bro. Like, bro, this is another reason why I'm Ten Hag out, bro. Like, listen, that guy is the gift that keeps on giving, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The man said Timo Werner. Timo Werner, bro.
Timo Werner. Mason is legit, just to clarify to people, Mason Mount 2.0. Another signing that makes 0 sense. And even if you rate Timo Werner and think it's a good signing, where does he play? Where are you playing? Are you signing him to play him?
Because you're not going to play him up front. He's not going to play on the left.
So you're playing him to sign on the right.
Was he Rashford's replacement? Or what? No,
Rashford's his guy.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's not going to happen. He's not Anthony's replacement. Or what? Is he Sancho's replacement on the bench?
Yeah,
like what are you talking about?
Timo Werner. We struggle to score and create, and you bring in Timo Werner, who we watch die here at Chelsea. Well, ironically, we just signed Mason Mount from. I hope it's not true.
Bro, I hope it's not true, but bro, it sounds like a Man United signing, I'll be real. It really sound like a Man United
It's
signing,
the type of struppiness we would do. I say Mason Mount 2.0.
What we've been doing. It's what we've been doing, bruv. Several Premier League clubs are scouting Mason Greenwood during his loan spell at Getafe. Bro, listen, I don't think Mason Greenwood will go to another Premier League club. I don't think he would. It's either he comes back to United or he stays abroad.
Stays in Getafe. We'll see.
Not at Getafe, but he stays abroad. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, big up Zayn, man.
He's a baller. Do you know what I'm saying? Hold tight, all the man them that thought that Mason Greenwood was gonna finish. Gonna forget how to put the ball in the top corner because
he's top quality. Yeah, don't get mistaken. It's talent wise. Yeah, I have my thoughts and I've expressed them before on the whole situation. But as a talent, he's talented.
Bro, spent 100 million on a player that can't lace his boots. Do you know what I mean? That tells you what the market looks like right now.
It's crazy. Yeah,
it's what the market looks like right now. Big up Zayn for the super chat always. You know what I'm saying? Real Barca will get him in the future. Well, bro, I hope Real and Barca take Arteta just so I can see you man's face, bro. I can't lie. Because I know you man are in love with him, but he's trash.
I need that's why I need Arteta to stay at Arsenal. I need that, man.
Just in case they get a better manager. It's almost like we need him to stay there.
No, not even that, because I just don't think Arteta is what they think he is.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They'll get a better manager if he leaves, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like we need him to stay there only for that.
Yeah, we need you. We need him to
only for that. Do you know what I'm saying?
They believe in him. Arsenal fans believe. Top of the league. November champions. You know what I'm saying? Back to back. Salute to you lot, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you lot. I hope you keep Mikel Arteta. I really do.
But no, it'll be interesting, bro. It'll be interesting what happens for Mason, bro. But I don't know, man. If I was him, I wouldn't come back to England anyway. Do you know what I mean? He's obviously all these Real Madrid links and all these other things, bro. Listen, if he can go to one of them clubs, Mason's gone, you know, bro. Listen, if Mason Greenwood ends up at Real Madrid or Barcelona, man's getting the shirt, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, he's quality.
We're shameless out here, bro. I'll get that shirt, bro. Greenwood, you know. Greenwood Real Madrid shirt, bro. Listen, him and Bellingham, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's crazy. I can't lie.
This is from Marcel. Okay.
I'll be active if that ever happens. I'll be so active.
We know you.
That or the Barcelona thing. Nah, because you know what it is with the Mason thing.
Go on.
It's like, I'm just at the point where, like, bro, I'm just happy to see him mashing work, bro. Because it's like, he's a youth, fam. What, man's 21 years old. Do you know what I mean? The man messed up at 19 years old. And what you want man's whole life to just be over, cuz?
Nah, his whole life, no. Get that man help.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What man want his life to be over? These men were talking like they want him stacking shelves now in Sainsbury's because he made a mistake, fam. That's how these men were talking.
Far. Like I say, get man help. That's what he should be. I don't know if he is because I have not followed the situation since, but get him help. That's what needs to be done. Because him and the girl are still together, right? And it's like you don't want that volatile situation.
Together, bro. Listen,
they're married, right?
Lad.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If they're not married already, fam.
You don't want something worse to happen than what already happened. Get him help. That's my thoughts on that.
No, I'm saying, and this is exactly what it is. So for me, it's one of them situations where, come on, bro. Like the fact that he's out there, he's playing well, and he's scoring goals. It's amazing.
You know,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, this isn't real, but it's funny. You know, like that.
You like jokers, man,
bro. And this is what it is, bro. Do you know what I'm
Talk
saying?
to me when you've won 5 Champions League. Yeah, man.
That's what I mean. And the Barca team, he walks into that Barca team right now. You know what I'm saying?
How did you have been following Barca? How's Xavi been doing over there?
Xavi in blood, you know what I'm saying? But they got the Amal you and stuff like that. So it's just one of them things where for me, really, like the next decision, the next step for him, go somewhere a bit better where you can score some more goals and still put yourself in the shop window, man. Because Mason's proven, like, bro, class is permanent, bro. The goal he scored on the weekend was a joke.
I ain't even seen it. Well, yeah, there's no surprise in regards to his talent. There was never no doubt about his talent.
Top binsed off the thing, bro. Typical Mason, bro. Cut inside, left foot, top corner. You already know what it is, man. Just a whip in the top bins, bro. This is what Mason does.
No surprise. Like in regards to his talent. But yeah, that quote from, what's it called?
The Varane thing's funny, innit?
That is ticking me out. Nice jokes.
But this is what I mean. The manager can sit there, tell us everything's fine with Varane, but he's not playing, bro.
Yo, you gotta play Varane, man. Especially look at Lindelof's performance against Everton, man. You gotta play Varane.
He was getting victimized against Everton. They were actually targeting him. Like Calvert-Lewin was going out of his way to pin him.
Yeah, because he knows like you can't deal with the physicality. Like he knows what it is. Of course, smart individual, man. Very, very smart individual. Like man's like Egypt. So yeah, hopefully he sorts out the issue with Varane, whatever the issue is. Like pattern that because we need him. Oh, here we go again. They say Jim Ratcliffe 25% stake announcement.
Where's that all gone? Because everyone was like, all right, cool, yeah. By the end of last week, it was meant to happen in international break. It was meant to happen on Thursday or something, yeah. And it's like, what's going on, bruv?
It's like detox, man. Like Dre's detox. We might never see it. That's what it is, man.
It's not serious.
It's not serious. That's why I take everything with a pinch of salt. That's why when people talking about like Myrtle leaving and Richard Arnold potentially leaving and we're going to get a CEO and DOF and such a change. What's it called? Where's the change? What's happened? How's Matt making decisions and he's not even here yet? What's going on with his 25%?
We're still getting linked with Timo Werner. Surely we shouldn't be having these links right now if we've got a new CEO coming in and all these other things.
Why I take everything with a pinch of salt. I don't trust these people. I said that from the jump.
You just don't know what to believe.
I don't trust Jim Ratcliffe. I don't trust Ineos. I don't trust anybody involved because I know what this football club's like. And yet we're still here. This was weeks ago. Now we're waiting. What do you mean it's being prepared? You say it is the Mirror, so that's not a reliable source. But I hear your point, Gunnar. Like, come on. Yeah, 25% next week. Then the week after, I heard it's not happening until January. I heard that. I heard rumors of that. What are we talking about here? What are we doing? Justin, man. Where to my guy right now? Dinnered, man. We are food. This is what it is, man. I don't trust anything that's going on a part of this. One, the takeover happening itself, and then 2, him getting the people in positions of power, and then 3, them people in the positions of power actually having the power to do what needs to be done. Who has final say on this? I got so many questions over this. So many question marks. The Glazers just leaving them to it fully. So if they say, right, we want Ancelotti as manager, and then the Glazers say, no, we want Flick, for example, just using that as an example, we're going to end up with Flick, even though that wasn't who the football people wanted. So how's this going to work? You got, like, word to my guy Kaneki, man, you can't own 25% of a car. So I'm very, very interested to see how this pans out.
Yeah, I think, they're just going to have different responsibilities. That's all it will be. Like, man said, Ten Hag on his agency being involved in transfers, no conflict of interest because we make good agreements on it from the start. I ain't seen any good agreements. We know how we cooperate in that manner for players' decisions, transfers. It's always 50-50. We both have a veto, the club and me. That's what I mean. The manager shouldn't be able to veto no players, bro.
No, it should be a combination. Yeah, it should be a group. That should be a group of people involved in that. It shouldn't be one man. It should be a group with an idea and a style. But again, this is why DOF is so important. This is why scouting is so important. And the manager, like, okay, again, I've said it before. I say it again, it should never be names. It shouldn't be, I need a midfielder, get me this name. No, I need a midfielder that does this, and this. All right, here's a list of those players. That's what it is. And then you look into age, you look into injury record, you look into price, where they're playing, etc. And then you go, all right, so this is the top option. This is the next option. That's what it should be. Not get me Mason Mount or nothing else. Or, for example, get me Hoyland or Onana. I'm just using them as examples, people, or nothing else. No, it should be someone who does what Mount does, for whatever the case may be. All right, I want someone who's durable and be running around tricking y'all. All right, here's a list. And it don't cost 60 M's. It can cost 10 million, like 20 million, whatever the case may be. But that's me asking Manchester United to move like a competent football club. And we don't do that here.
No, 100%. But bro, like the way you gotta look at it is, yeah, like you said, it should be profile based, and it should be one of two things. Either the club identifies, not even a club, the recruitment team, the director of football, they identify a player that fits the mold, and they give him to the manager, and the manager ain't got a choice, or they bring the manager a list of 2-3 players, and the manager can choose from the players. That's it. There should be no thing where the manager says, I want this player, this player.
It should be a conversation between them in regards to the board and the DOF being on the same page as the manager. Right? This is how we're trying to play. All right, cool. Then you have a platform to then build from. That's a great platform. All right, we need a right back. Cool. Well, our right backs are going to do this, and this in the system. All right, fairs. Yeah, man.
And you don't even need to explain that, because at the end of the day, yeah, if the DOF's there, usually the DOF brings in the manager and knows the kind of football that the manager wants. Yeah.
That's the whole point. That's what it should be. But again, we don't move like that. Like it should be, all right, we're going to do this, and like we're looking for players who do this, and this. All right, cool. I know exactly what it is. But they should be on the same wavelength. The DOF, the manager, the scouting team. So you can identify that manager's player. Like with Pep, we can all identify. And I even the skill. I don't have no UEFA A, B coaching license. I'm no scout. I can tell you a City player a mile off. I can watch someone and go, oh, he fits what Pep is trying to do. Same with Liverpool. Oh, he fits what they're trying. It's easy. Easy to identify. Oh, yeah, he'd fit at Manchester City. Or he'd fit at Liverpool. It should be
easy to identify these things because they have a clear philosophy. Yeah. Their managers play a certain way, and it becomes synonymous with the club. So it's easy to identify a Man City player. It's easy to identify a Liverpool player. You can't identify a Man United player because Man United don't have anything that they do consistently well apart from play poorly.
Yeah, and what the crazy part is about that, it's not even the top clubs. I can identify you an Everton player.
Or a Brighton
I can see a player and go, yo, he fits what Everton and Sean Dyche are trying to do. Bet he would fit there. Same way with Brighton. Same way with Aston Villa. The list goes. It's not a money thing. Newcastle, it's not even a money thing. West Ham, I can tell you a West Ham player on mine. Oh yeah, he fits what Moyes has got going on down there, 100%. So like, it's not about spending X amount or challenging for top honors. That's basics. But again, that's what we don't do. We don't do that here.
we don't do that here, and that's what we need to do. And that's what bringing in a director of football, and hopefully the DOF brings in a manager, and then everything is cohesive. I don't think that we're at a point now where a new DOF should have to come in and get on with this manager, because it's like, for me, he hasn't shown enough to be above dismissal. To me, he hasn't shown enough to say, you know what, his job's safe. I ain't seen enough.
No, that's very fair, and that's on then the DOF in regards to what his idea is. Like, okay, Ten Hag, this is what we're gonna do. How are you trying to play? What is the plan? That's the conversation that if this DOF does come in, him and Ten Hag need to have. I agree with you. Don't get him mistaken. He hasn't done enough. But if we are not going to sack him, all right, DOF, Ten Hag, you man sit down and identify what you're trying. Have a conversation. Figure out what he's trying to do. He needs, clearly, Ten Hag's crumbling under the pressure. I need some direction. Get that man help. That's what it is. Get him help.
That's crazy. All right, big up everyone inside. Make sure you smash up the like button.
Run up the likes, you lot.
Let's get them likes up. And
run up the likes.
Before we wrap, look at the Martial. The Martial stats. Man saying Martial's played only 332 minutes. Just 28% of the available minutes. And they've scored 14 non-penalty goals this campaign. 10 of them will come when Martial's on the pitch.
Great finish for the Everton game, but I'm done with everyone, man. I'm not trying to see like Martial or anyone on the pit. Like, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? No more word to say, no more remontadas. I'm done with these lot. Love Martial as a talent, but in regards to this, great finish, but I'm not getting sucked in again. He got me last season when it was the picture of him, Rashford and Sancho.
It's not even about getting sucked in, yeah. The stats are there, innit? Like, it just reinforces. Forget his fitness and all of these other things, yeah. Like, we are a better team when he's on the pitch. Period. That's the only argument. Like, all the other things.
Argue down with that.
All the other things of his fitness and all that, cool. Like, I'm not gonna argue with no one and say, yo, like, we shouldn't be relying on him.
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we shouldn't be relying on him. Anyone with half a brain cell would understand that. Like, we shouldn't be relying on Martial. However, when he's fit and he's available, and he has been fit and available for quite a lot of this season, he should be playing more than
you've said him central and Højlund right.
Yeah, why not, bro? Because Højlund's struggling down the middle in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think Højlund as a right winger could work with him cutting in on his left foot. I'm with it. Hey, big on my guy Lex as well, man.
It could work. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, it's one of them things where when he's fit, use him, bro. Because we're a better team when he plays than when he doesn't play, innit? And bringing him on with 5 minutes to go, what does that do, bruv?
Yeah, that's just the manager.
What does that do, bro? At least give him 20 minutes. At least give him 20 minutes because you can see that we're better with him on the pitch. That's all I'm saying. Like all the other stuff, yeah.
Okay, first.
All the other stuff we don't need to get into, because the facts are we've gone out and spent 70 million on a centre forward, yeah, and in the league he's not giving us more than what Martial's given us.
No,
Champions League Martial hasn't really played, so you can't really say nothing.
That's fair. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like I said, I'm just had it up to here with these players, all of them. Like that's where I'm at. That's legit. Like I'm just like I'm tired of everybody. Everyone gotta go. But yeah, if we're better with him on the pitch because the stats cool, you know what I'm saying.
I know my stats. It's always been that though. Like since he's been here, it's like, bro, we're better with him than without him. Like it's not really.
Yes, previously, yeah, I'm still a big fan of him in terms of his talent, like 110%. I was with it, but then it just came to a point where it's like, I can't rely on you.
I can't. Absolutely not.
Yeah. And did he say he didn't say this, man? I hope he didn't say this.
No. I think that's real, bro.
I hope in my heart, even though I probably think it's real too. I'm just saying.
Now you know what it is, yeah. Bruno now is trying to absolve himself here from all the pressure of having to score goals because his purple patch is worn off. That's all it is.
Yeah, because it's a myth. Because I was having this conversation last week, and then when like people talk about his GNA, and then I actually went and looked at his goals. I couldn't find his assists, but I went and looked at his goals in more depth. He don't score like that.
He doesn't.
Take out his early seasons. He don't score like that.
Like the first season, he scored 9 or 10 penalties. And then after that, nothing. But you know what it is with Bruno, yeah? They do the GA thing, yeah, with Bruno to make it seem, yeah, like he's prolific. But really, it's not goals, blood. It's penalties and assists.
Yeah, because I'm looking here. So obviously, he landed in January 1920. He got 8 and 14. All right, cool. Then the season after, and the season you're talking about, he got 18, some of them penalties. I'm not even going to argue against
9 of them were penalties.
9 of them were penalties. But then after that, 10, 8, and 3 so far. That's not prolific. He got 10 goals in 21-22. He got 8 in last season, and then he scored 3. And that's not even excluding the penalties that he's taken. Like, what are we doing?
Bruv, this is what I'm trying to say, bro. He's a false image. And this is what I keep trying to say. It's just like... Bro, last season, Ødegaard scored bare goals. Now, all of a sudden, he's a goal scorer. He ain't no goal scorer, bro. He had a purple patch last season, bro. He's back to not scoring again. You know, like that. It's just like, bro, you don't become a goal scorer, yeah, by having one good season, bro. Like, Bruno has conned the world into believing that he's a goal-scoring midfielder because he stat pads penalties.
Because I would love to know if someone has like a site I can check, because I would love to break it down in regards to the penalties and non-penalty goals, and even with his assists as well. But even with the penalties, they're not impressive. Take out his first half season and a half, 8 in 14, and then 18 the season after. That's just in the league. Cool, fairs. But then 10, 8, and now 3. That's not prolific.
It's not even good, bruv. Like, man, I say prolific, bro. When you look at players, yeah, you don't think of someone like Kevin De Bruyne as prolific, bro. And this Brer is in the golden boot race a lot of the time.
And then even overall, so like I say,
bro, I think last season KDB scored like 15 or something like that in the Prem.
I'll check his numbers in a sec. But even overall, when you look 21-22, 10 goals across all competitions. Last season 14, this season 4. That's not nothing to hang your hat on and say, yes, your goals. You're a goal scorer like that. No, you're not. That's not impressive is the point that I'm making, people. Bear in mind, I even took out the penalties. I've not even gone that far. Because if you take out the penalties, it's probably worse.
Bro, if you take out the penalties, yeah, his goal scoring record's dead. You know, like that, it's dead. Forget the assists, because most of these assists are not proper assists anyway. They're little sideways passes. Do you know what I mean? They're not really assists. Half of these things you can't even call assists. That's why I don't like the assist stat no more. because we're not in the era now with proper passes. We're not in the eras of the Ozils and the Fabregases and the One Matters. There's not proper number 10s no more. So you're not seeing really like beautiful passes like carving defenses open. You're seeing little crap assists here where man passed the ball sideways and then man scoring. Like the other day, I think who done the mad? I think someone scored. I think Bruno got an assist for. Someone got an assist for that. Who got the assist for that Dallo goal the other day when he cut inside? And it's just like, how is that an assist, bro? Like Dallo,
because you passed him the ball and then you're talking about the goal against Sheffield United.
Yeah, bro. How's that an assist, bro?
Yeah.
Like, no, the crazy part is
Dallo got the assist for the Garnacho goal.
You see, but that was an assist because he crossed it. But even then, it's like Garnacho had so much to do.
That's the point I'm making. 99 times out of 100, that goes in the stand, and we're saying, not a good enough cross. Bro, listen, he just hit an area. Is the point
99.9 times out of 100, you're saying that's a bad cross.
Yes, that's the point I'm making.
Saying? And then that turned into an assist, bro, because Garnacho pulled that goal literally out of his ass, bro. Like, what do you mean?
And I'm even looking here with the Bruno thing, and it's like, even take out, so forget 19, 20, 2021, even his assists, 21, 22, he got 6 assists in the Premier League. Last season, he got 8. This season, he's got 3. And that's not even adding into context. Some of the side ports, like some of the assists that they ain't like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? But this is
what I'm saying, Flawless. They've brainwashed us into believing this guy gets GA blood. That's why he's in the team.
You know, he is. And you know what? They kind of did it to me until I checked this. This was last week because I was having this debate on the show. Shout out to Saeed. I was on and we were talking about Bruno. And man, I'm mentioning his GNA. So I said, let me go and look. And then when I looked, I was like, take out, because people keep using the half a season when he joined and the season after, where he did have good numbers. After that, I'm saying 3 seasons in, and I'm still waiting. Still waiting. It's 2.5 seasons. We got to wait 2.5 seasons for you to get back to that.
But this is exactly what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, he just had a purple patch, bro. And you know what it was? Because people were using, Bruno Fernandes, as the stick, to slap Pogba with, they were over-sensationalizing everything he was doing.
Going over the top with it.
Do you know what I mean? Everything. Just to say, oh, look, he's doing this. Look what Pogba's not doing. Now what? Do you know what I'm saying? The guy's trash. Trash. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. And then meanwhile, you got Maddison, at Leicester, outperforming him at a dead team like Leicester.
I was told, you know what I'm saying, Maddison was not better than Bruno in the summer because I wanted Maddison. I've been a fan of him for the longest. They got relegated. So we shouldn't sign him. Like our most successful captain ever didn't get relegated. But, we move. Most successful captain in Premier League ever got relegated, people. But, we shouldn't sign Maddison because he got relegated. And now you see him putting up numbers. Bear in mind, did he not help Leicester win the FA Cup as well? Like, whilst he was there.
Yeah.
Top quality. And you see what he's now doing at Spurs. And we don't rate their attackers like that. Take Son out of it. We don't rate Richarlison like that, Kulusevski like that, Johnson like that, but he's still performing to a good. That's why I don't hear the excuse of, players around you are bad. Maino shown that against Everton. He played in the midfield next to McTominay and Bruno and still put in a good performance. That's not an excuse to play down. Like, no, all right, you don't play to a certain standard because the players around you are bad. No. It's not an excuse. But
this is the problem. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like people only want to touch on statistics when it suits their agenda, innit? Or when it suits their agenda, bro. It's very obvious, that this guy is a false image because we're the goals that we were promised. They're not coming. We're the assists that we are promised. They're not coming. But he's above being dropped. Why?
No player should be above
leadership. That guy just moaning at the ref all the time and diving, bro. What's this leadership they speak of?
There's no leadership. There's no leadership. There's no leadership. Man. There's no
what I'm talking about, bro. Like, honestly, the whole thing's a joke, innit? The whole thing is a facade, bro. Like, he's parts of the big problems at this club, bro. I'm telling you. Because
the fact that the fact that he's one of our better players. Yeah, the fact that he's one of our better players is a problem. The fact that we rely on him.
He's undroppable, blood.
That's a huge problem.
It's a problem. When players like him and Rashford have the seniority where it's almost like if they're fit, they play.
And it should never be that way. That's a
problem.
Should never be.
Because the mainstays in your team are supposed to be good players.
And supposed to be consistent.
Yeah.
And they're just not that. And I like, don't get mistaken, people. I like Rashford, but you should have done been dropped. But the manager, when you come out and say, he's gonna play regardless, all right. Like, we know where we stand. Thank God he's suspended for the Galatasaray game. Because you would have played him. Even though he was terrible against Everton.
And he hasn't been playing well. That could actually work in our favour that he's not playing.
Absolutely. Because then he's forced to play, whether it's a Palestri, whether it's a Garnacho, whether it's a Højlund out wide, whatever the case may be. I'm just hoping it's not Garnacho and Anthony. Garnacho, cool. I'm not trying to see Anthony. Because they're saying he's available.
Mad still.
They're saying Anthony's available. Him and Højlund are available for the trip.
Yeah.
So it'll be Garnacho, Højlund, and
Anthony.
Anthony.
Come straight back into the team because it was a hamstring injury. So.
Oh, it was a hamstring. So you reckon it'll be Garnacho, Martial, and I'll play that.
Unless he decides to play Bruno on the wing, which wouldn't surprise me as well, because this manager does weird things.
But then who do you think he plays in the midfield? You reckon it's Maino, Amrabat, McTominay? Because we light in midfield. Because Mount's injured, Eriksen's injured, Casemiro's injured. We light.
Point. Yeah, we are light.
We are light.
Yeah, but then he plays
That's
Anthony.
it.
He plays Anthony.
Yeah, plays. Almost made me swear, man. Like,
if Anthony starts, I don't know how we win the game.
If Anthony don't start, I don't know how we win the game.
I hear that.
I figured that, like, yo.
I hear that, bro.
I look at the 11s and I'm like,
there's Hannibal, my man.
11.
So that's a good shot.
So what? He goes Hannibal,
McTominay and Maino, but that's all young blood. And then Bruno on the right.
The crazy part is I don't mind the Maino and Hannibal. Is McTominay in there? That's the problem. But he's gonna go the same midfield. He's gonna go the same midfield. He's gonna play the same midfield. 110 because we won. He's gonna go Maino, McTominay, Bruno, Anthony, Garnacho, Martial, and then probably the same back four. Which I disagree with.
Yeah, I don't really know. No, it's going to be interesting, guys. I don't really know. What's your predictions for the game? Do you think that we can get something?
Can we? Yes. Will we? My footballing logical head says no, but I never predict Manchester United to lose because I'm a Manchester United fan. It is what it is. So, yeah, I'm going to say United 2-1 win. But take that with a pinch of salt, people. Right. You know what I'm saying? Take that. I always predict us to win. Worst case scenario, I predict us to draw, but it's must win. We can't do Europa League, and I don't want to go out of Europe. So, shut me, all jokes aside, shut me up. Prove me wrong. Go out there and deliver a performance and get a win. And guess what? Then I will have more faith in this team going into the next few games.
Yeah.
Because if we lose, I think it's job. I'm not gonna lie. I think his job's on the line if we lose. I've said this. If we lose this and it's bad and it's looking like we're going out the champs, I can see him getting sacked. Or I can see, one, I can see him getting sacked, or two, the pressure being built upon this. Champions League exit.
No, 100%.
Could get ugly. But yeah, prove me wrong. That's where I'm at with these players. Stand up and be counted. Shut me up to the point where I'm shocked. I didn't see that performance and result coming. Salute to you lot. Big up to the manager. But are they going to do that? We ain't done it all season. So
facts. Nothing but facts. Big up everyone inside Smash the Like.
What's your prediction, fam, before you go? What are you saying?
I don't know. I think it'd be a score draw, bro. I can't see us winning the game. I'll be real. Can't see us winning the game. I'll take a draw going into the final game because if Bayern win, then if they win tomorrow, then I don't know. Maybe
they're through. They're top of the group.
Maybe we can go through without having to beat Bayern. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Actually, how would it work? Let me check the group because I don't even know. Because Champions League, I think they changed it in regards to like it's not on goal difference. Is it head to head or some nonsense like that? But I don't know how it works like in regards to the head to head. Because like Copenhagen, for example, they beat us 4-3. We beat them 1-0.
No, they're saying
so I'm not sure how it works.
Tomorrow. I don't think we will.
Yeah. Well, no, because if we draw tomorrow and Copenhagen lose to Bayern Munich, all three teams will be on 4 points. So then it would vary on whether it's goal difference or head-to-head. I don't know how it works in the chat. Let me know. I don't know what the difference maker is. I don't know if it's goal difference. I don't know if it's head-to-head in the Champions League in the group stages.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't think we'll beat them. So I think we should. I think we should be beating them, but I don't think we will, bro. Because
they're not a great side. They're not a great side.
Yeah, but at home, they're good, man. Do you know what I'm saying? They've been giving better teams than us a run for their money.
Oh, yeah, facts. So, but I'm just saying overall, like when they played us, it was away from home. It's like they were better than us and they won the game, but I don't look at Galatasaray. If we were a serious outfit, we win this game.
Yeah, and also, like, I look at the temperament that's needed to go to Turkey and win, and I just don't think the players
we fail. We fold under adversity. We fold. 100%. We fold. That's us. We've watched this. I'm saying first time we didn't fold was the Everton game, surprisingly. We didn't completely fold. which is a step in the right direction.
If we go there and win, it will be our biggest result of the season by far.
Facts. And I hope we do.
You know what I'm saying?
I really hope we do.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? You lot smash up the like button. We are going to basically go straight into the watch along for the PSG Newcastle game. So smash the like, guys. We're going to be redirected straight there. Make sure you subscribe to Sarcasm City TV. The link is in the title. What you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing the PSG Newcastle game on the Twitch, people. So I'll be on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch. And then tonight, 11 p.m., the Manchester United Liverpool show. So slightly earlier, UK times, people. So 11 p.m. UK time for the United Liverpool show. And go subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Gaming as well, people. The gaming channel on YouTube. We've been running up pro clubs on there, innit? So speaking of must-win games, we're closing in on promotion to Division 1. So yeah, lock in, people.
Come on, people. So now, big up everyone for supporting the team. You already know what it is. Stay locked in. And yeah, boy, we'll be right back with the watch along, people. Gang business.
Big up.